Assalamualaikum and hi to all my dear Year 6 students. I hope you are well with your family at home. Welcome back to English Year 6 with me, Mr. Isaac. For today's lesson number 2, we are going to look at Unit 1, Lesson 2, which is Text Comprehensions, Blurbs. Be sure you have your English Year 6 textbooks, the yellow one, for your reference. We are going to look at page 3 and page 4. The content standard for this lesson is, as for learning standard, it will be, and for our learning objectives for today are. Alright, let's get started. Alright class, just now I mentioned the word blurb. So what does the word blurb mean? Well, it is a short description of a book. Okay, satu gambaran pendek terhadap buku tu. And it usually located at the back cover of the book, di belakang buku tu. And it is written in short paragraph or sentences. Ia dalam perangai pendek ataupun beberapa ayat lah. And blurb usually tells you a little information about the book, the content of the book, isi buku tu. Okay, kenapa ada blurb ni? Sebabnya dia adalah untuk menarik minat pembaca tu. Kalau dia baca blurb tu, dia menarik, dia akan baca lah. Kalau dia tak minat, dia tak baca lah. Itulah tujuan blurb sebenarnya, okay? So, we are going to look at the first blurb of the book Matilda by Roald Dahl. Okay, this is the cover of the book. Okay, let's read together. Matilda is a genius. She is not only a bookworm, but a math wizard too. Unfortunately, her parents do not appreciate her. When Matilda starts school at Cruncher Hall Primary School, which is run by the strict Miss Trunchbull, a big-sized and ferocious woman, she develops more unbelievable talents. Alright, so we are going to state true or false based on the blurb. Okay? Alright class, for this first exercise, we are going to identify true or false based on the blurb that we've read just now. Okay, the first one, Matilda is good in mathematics. Macam mana nak jawab soalan ni? Kita kena ada keyword ataupun kata kunci. Soalan number 1, keyword dia ialah good in mathematics. Tengok dekat perenggan yang pertama tu, ada tak keyword yang hampir sama? Yes, kita ada math wizard. So is it true sentence? Yes, it is true. For number 2, she studies at Cruncher Hall Primary School. So keyword dia ialah Cruncher Hall Primary School. Ada tak nama sekolah ni dekat blurb tadi tu? Yes, ada ya, dekat second paragraph. So it is true. Number 3, her parents are proud of her talents. Proud ya, kita ada proud, bangga. So, is it correct? Okay, kita tengok dekat paragraph number 1. Her parents do not appreciate her. Tidak menghargai dia. So it is false. Salah ya. And number 4, Miss Trunchbull is Matilda's class teacher. So keyword dia dekat sini ialah class teacher. Betul ke? So kita tengok balik dekat paragraph number 2. When Matilda starts school at Cruncher Hall Primary School, which is run by the strict Miss Trunchbull. So dekat sini kita dapat tahu bahawa Miss Trunchbull ialah guru besar ataupun head mistress. So it is Mr. rasa kamu dah ada sikit idea untuk faham blurb ni apa. Let's continue to second blurb, which is Harry Potter by J.K. Rowling. Ni buku famous ni. Alright, let's get to it. Alright, jom kita baca blurb ni sama-sama. Harry Potter lives in a miserable life with the Dursleys, his cruel aunt, uncle, and their son, Dudley. He has never played a sport too. A messenger brings him a mysterious letter. It is an invitation to a wonderful place he had never dreamt of. There he finds friends, sports, and magic. Something great is awaiting him if Harry can survive the encounter... Kalau nak tahu lebih, kena bacalah buku ni. So, we are going to answer the following questions. Look here, we have two questions. Number 1. Which word tells Harry Potter lives a sad life? Tadi Mr. ada beritahu kamu kena cari keyword ataupun kata kunci. So, dalam soalan number 1 ini, kita ada word. Maksudnya satu je perkataan, bukan banyak ya, satu je. So, satu lagi ialah sad life. So, if we look at the first paragraph, kita ada perkataan miserable life. Dalam kamus, miserable bermaksud unhappy. So, nak tulis macam mana jawapan dia? Kita tulis satu je perkataan, iaitu miserable. That's it. Senang je. Tapi kena terror sikit lah. Number 2. Who is Dudley to Harry Potter? So, dia punya keyword dia ialah who. Siapa to Harry Potter. Okay, siapa Dudley ni kepada Harry Potter? Cuba tengok dekat first paragraph. Kita ada his cruel aunt, uncle, and their son. Aunt, uncle ialah makcik dan pakcik, and their son, anak kepada pakcik dengan makcik kepada Harry Potter. Jadi kita kira sebagai cousin. Okay, so how to answer the question? You write like this. Let's continue to question number 3. How did Harry Potter receive the mysterious letter? Okay, so kita ada keyword how dan kita ada letter. Bagaimana Harry Potter menerima surat misteri ni? So, if we look at the second paragraph, kita ada ayat messenger brings him a mysterious letter. Itu dia. So, how to answer this? Salin je ayat tadi. Okay, dia akan jadi a messenger brings him a mysterious letter. Senang je. Okay, and the last one, number 4. Harry Potter went to a beautiful place. Describe it using your imagination. So, kita kena describe ataupun gambarkan a beautiful place tadi. Untuk case ini, kita boleh gunakan banyak perkataan. Contohnya, so we've come to our summary for today. Right? So what we've learned just now, ada banyak benda kita dah belajar sebenarnya. Okay, the first one, kita belajar bahawa a blurb is a short brief about the book's content. Okay, satu gambaran pendek mengenai isi buku tu. Alright, so kalau kita nak baca blurb tu, kita kena read carefully, baca dengan cermat ataupun berhati-hati untuk kita fahamlah isi dia. Right? And number 3, kita akan gunakan dictionary. Okay, gunakan dictionary, kamus kamu when necessary. Kalau kamu tak faham betul-betul perkataan tu, gunakan kamus ataupun dictionary. And then we identify keywords. kalau nak jawab soalan, kita kena ada keywords, both for questions and text tu, untuk soalan dengan perenggan kita baca tadi. And number 5, kita boleh circle ataupun underline keyword tadi tu, tak ada masalah, selagi mana kita faham benda tu. Number 6, we answer the question with confidence. Bila kita dah relate ataupun buat perkaitan di antara soalan dengan teks tadi, kita dah jumpa dah jawapan, kita answer the question, jawab soalan tu dengan yakin. So we've come to the end of our lesson. I hope you all do enjoy this video and learn something from it. Thank you for watching and stay safe everybody. For exercise, check the link given in WhatsApp group 6 Ihsan. With that, thank you and bye-bye.